There have been several books written about Cleveland Mafia and Cleveland organized crime. Are there any that you recommend?
Well, I'm a good friend with Rick Porrello, you know, who wrote the Sugar Cane Wars and Danny Green and The Kill an Irishman. Interesting to note, if you've seen the movie To Kill an Irishman, my grandfather is mentioned in the movie as well. The actor Vinnie Vella played him. Even though he had passed away, or by the time Danny Green was murdered, he was still an important part because he brought Danny Green into the mob in 1959 or so. So those are interesting. A good friend of mine, Allan, has written several books about the Cleveland mob. One was the Sly Fanner murders, which I talk about in my third book, Gangland Cleveland Style, and the Jungle Inn. You know, he wrote a book about that, and then the Mahoney County crimes with the dealing with the mob in that area, dealing with Youngstown and Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So there's a lot of good books that are out there that have information. Mine is just maybe a little different because it kind of focuses more on the Cleveland area than some of the other books. Gangland Cleveland Style has to deal with the rise and fall of the Cleveland Mafia. What it is from the beginning in the 1920s and talks about the Sly Fanner murders and how that developed into the onslaught with the Porrello family. I touch base with that, and again, the wars that they had. Then I get into other people as well. I get into a man named Al Pelosi, who was an intermediate boss between the Milanos from 1935 until John Scalish took over in 1946. And what he was involved with, also his connections with the Jewish Mafia, a gentleman named Mo Daltz, who was similar to Meyer Lansky. Mo Daltz was called Mr. Las Vegas. He helped bring Cleveland into the Las Vegas casino business with the Desert Inn in 1950 when Cleveland bought into that. It also deals with a lot of the Teamster interactions with William Presser and Jackie Presser, and the Cleveland connection with the other unions that were controlled by the mob, basically.